Probably one of the biggest struggles today from yesteryear, I guess, is getting more cars in the bays. There are longer intervals between the maintenance and things like that. So what do you guys do to get more cars in the bays? I think that's my biggest problem at the moment.
Yeah, those are all super tough things to overcome because you're not changing service intervals that the manufacturer puts out. So I think the key, at least in my experience, is capitalizing on the little things that you can do, holding things like free car care clinics. Even if people are buying brand new cars, maybe they don't know how all the features work. One, this is a great opportunity for you and your guys to learn it too, but it keeps you at the forefront of that customer's mind. My thing was, whenever a customer had a problem with their car, I didn't want them to have to think at all. It was, I need to go see Charles and see what's wrong with my car. Little things like that. Utilizing all the tools that we have now of social media and Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and all that, but not while forgetting that flyers on windshields, they still work. Radio ads can still work. Just keeping your name out there, I think, is so important.
I found that, especially when people are not coming in for service, that they need to have a roadmap on how to get to the shop. So bringing them in for education, not for repair or maintenance, but on the get to know your car better, be a more proactive, a safer driver, save yourself time and money. With that in mind, then it gives me the opportunity to share what we do at the shop and educate them about the maintenance so that they can be proactive. And what do I love to do? I love to work with kids. I go to the schools, I do the career days, and I work a lot with scouts, specifically because I want to get to them before society does and teach them how to care for themselves without having some kind of a stereotype overlap it, remembering that their parents have to drive them into the shop. So I'm giving out the coupon when they're here, and they become like a VIP member of the shop so that they know how to get here, and then really they come back. And they come back smarter. They come back prepared. They come back willing and eager to get their vehicle's maintenance, as opposed to, it's a task and it's a grudge, and they're apprehensive, or, oh, I have to spend all this dollars, and how much is it gonna cost me now? And that takes away a lot of the apprehension that people have in the first place. So that works for me really great.
Referral programs are another really big one too. If you're giving somebody a card, hey, if you know anybody else that needs their car, right? Just simply asking is another way to get that car count up each day. And looking over the cars, capitalizing on the cars, of course, that you have in the shop too, and making sure that you're delivering on every single thing that car truly does need at that time. Or having a conversation with your customer, hey, you need this today. Your tire's showing cords. In 6 months or so, we'll probably need brakes. In a year, you're going to be looking at your timing belt interval. So every level, just notching it up one, you'll see an improvement all across the board, I think.
Well, and then we're doing our jobs. As a professional, people expect that when they come in that we're looking at their car. So the training aspect and having the technician truly going over the car, that gives such a great peace of mind to the driver who knows that we're taking care of it, right? You know what else? I also do the loyalty.
Yep.
Like with, I saw it in a nail salon, where if every time you get your nails done, you get a punch on the card, so you get 10 of them.
I do that.
And then you get to come in for the free one at the end.
Mine's only 5.
Oh. So the loyalty program works. And then the community service, I find flyers, I just putting out flyers as well. I find that when I'm doing the education and being transparent and real, saying it like it is, you might not want to hear it, but I'm taking the monkey off of my back. And now you heard the word. Now you heard you might need a timing belt, or it is coming up. So the next time you hear it, it's not like, oh, they're trying to rip me off. It's more like, oh yeah, I heard that once before. That's something I need to take care of.
No doubt. You're putting recommendations on work or on the invoices and things like that. definitely worked for me. Sending out reminder letters. Hey, a couple months ago we recommended this. Come on in. You know,
They come in.
I do that. Yeah, you know, they do come in. Not all of them, but
Right, and doing the
you get a few.
prioritizing of the work
Yes, of
with
course.
those recommendations.
Yes, of course.
And that plays such a big role because that gives us the opportunity to educate the driver. And that, I think, pays dividends. That's where the word of mouth comes in. Wow, you know, they really took their time to talk to me and explain why this is happening or what I did so that I don't do that same thing next time. And I found that to just be overwhelmingly amazing as far as the response. And then I feel good.
Or you could just flag them in on the street, like, come on in.
That works too.
Yeah, I don't know.
That works. And it's all of the above. All right, Jen, come on.
Get a shop dog.